Oh yeah, what's going on, man? What y'all got going on? Yeah, I see. I got the frames on today. The hater blockers. That's what they call them. Y'all call them the hater blockers. That were old school people be calling them though. What y'all got going on though, man? Be back right now. Let me put this thumbnail right here, bro. This man here is off the chain, overly off the chain. But what y'all got going on though? What's been going on? I know y'all seen the heat I dropped earlier. Let me get okay. Boom, got him. Just got off work. How you doing, man? I'm good, man. Another blessed day. I'm good. Yeah, I come to talk about this dude though. Let's get some more people get in the chat. How y'all been though? Shout out to everybody in the chat, man. What's up, boy? Lafayette, man. Hey, man. Shout out to all the day ones, man, and the real ones who stay pulling up. Greg, what's up, Greg? I met a few Gregs while I was locked up. Hey, Greg. Hey, that's a real Jamaican name too, bro. Gregory, Greg. Yeah, a lot of Jamaicans go by that name. Shout out to you, man. Mr. M. Mr. M Dizzle. What's the dealio? Okay, so dang, what I did with it? Man, I hate to have to deal with this thing, man. But what y'all got going on though? Y'all see the thumbnail, y'all see what I got up. Y'all see the title of what's going on. So y'all know what's up. It's a case, man. Y'all probably seen it. Day one, but I've been here. Think since about hey man, you were day one, man. If you were day one yesterday, whatever it is, man, you were part of the Vibes family. So hey, we locked in, man. We all locked in. You know what I'm saying? Not because I shot out a couple of them and said this and said that, but we all family, man. Don't lie. Hey, and the name Greg for real, bro. Greg, yo, Greg. Yo, I had a classmate. His name was Gregory Gentles. That was his name, bro. I still remember all my classmate names. It's kind of crazy. Yeah, much love, man. So this I don't know if y'all seen this case, bro. This case was a case from 2024, right? And this guy, as y'all could see, he was a cadet, and as y'all could see, he wasn't the smartest one. Even though I know guys be busting plays and be busting moves like that. Hey, you know what's crazy? I ain't even gonna put my boy out there by saying that, but y'all know my partner on here. Y'all know my partner that be on here. I remember I was talking to him right after I seen him at Reedsville, right? After I see him at Reedsville and that little shit went down, I was still talking to him before we lost contact. And he was telling me, like, bro, I'm down here at Johnson, I'm eating. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, bro, what you got going on? He was like, he plugged in with another dude that was at Smith with us, and they came up with a scheme. And y'all should know who I'm talking about because I know he probably did a story about it, bro. But this scheme was exactly like how this dude got caught up. These folks had a scheme where these folks was just coming in and they dropping as soon as they coming in. But this dude right here, man, let's just be real, bro. Okay, so for those who don't know what a cadet is, right? A cadet is like before they become an officer, they got to have some type of practical training, and they got to go. I think it's Albergs, Albergs, one of them little prisons like that. They train them, so they actually camp out there. They stay there, go through a whole bunch of book stuff and all type of stuff. But when they on compound now, they usually wear black and whites. So guys be like, man, you ain't even get your blues out. You ain't even in your blues yet. I ain't talking to you. So this guy didn't even get in his blues yet, bro. So cadets, they usually be there for like a couple weeks, and then you see them leave to where I tell you they go to that place, Albergs, and that's where they get the rest of their training. So I don't understand this, bro. And I could understand why a cadet would drop. I'm sure he's not the first cadet done drop, bro. Like I told you, you know what I'm saying? I had people doing that. Yeah, name, Falcon, but back. Would have to be okay, 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 okay. Yeah. So as a cadet, bro, you know they're gonna be there for a couple weeks. You know, oh, I said, bro, you know, okay, cool. You probably could get away with it. Probably a smart idea because you a cadet. Nobody's gonna suspect you of bringing in contraband because you coming to get a job. You ain't even get the job yet. You still in training. You ain't even get a job or nothing, and you get caught up with the pack. Mind you, this case was from 2024, but he was just sentenced yesterday. Was it yesterday? Day before yesterday he was sentenced? He was sentenced day before yesterday, brother. 19th to be exact. He was sentenced and he was given 10 years in the federal. Yeah, he got 10 years in the feds. And they caught him with a couple ounces. Altogether, he had over a pound, which is a half a kilogram off the dirt bike, which y'all know is the METH. That's what he had. And did you know that when these people went back, they went because what they'll do with these officers, bro. You know when these officers signed up for the job and stuff like that, they let them sign all type of contract talking about something they could search their car. Guess what, bro? When I was working at FedEx, oh, I got bro, when I was working at FedEx, them people had me signing contracts talking about if anything happened, they could search my car. Guess what? Some shit went down, bro. And they came out there telling me something. They called me in the office. They told me something. They could search my car. I said, no, you can't. You can't search my car. They pulled up a contract, bro. I didn't even know. You know, when you go into them jobs, bro, and they got all these papers you got to sign. You're not finna read through all of that. You might just scan and be like, just like that, bro. And I'm like, oh hell nah, bro. So I'm like, I tell them folks I quit. I left that motherfucker ASAP, bro. I was like, you can't search my car. Because if you search my car, I'm going down. I'm going down. So, anyways, bro, they searched dude car. They went out to the parking lot and searched dude car. And did you know that guy? Let me give y'all the exact amount of what he had. Yeah, it's crazy, bro. I was working at FedEx warehouse. Y'all already know we're going. Major movements going on in there, man. Yeah, I'm gonna tell y'all about the FedEx where y'all want some story time about the FedEx warehouse job. I definitely give y'all some story time about that. I'm gonna give y'all some story time about that. Yeah, crazy red. What's up? Money. What's up? Living my best. What's up? What y'all got going on? Sean exclusive. Beyond. What's up? So this guy, he got caught. So he got caught with 640 grams in total, and it was 100% pure. They tested it. You know, some guys. Let me tell you about some about guys that are in chain gang, and it surprised me that say I'm not getting off topic. It surprised me that say 100% pure. Usually, when guys are getting stuff in chain gang, they tend to get the worst of the worst. They buy all the cheap stuff on the street and bring it in. That's why you see most of these dudes in here. They be wigging out and doing all that crazy mess. But this dude had a straight drop. He had a pure 100%. You know what I'm saying? Colombian. No, this ain't Colombian though. Yeah, so he got caught when they look. He said when the officers Williams of GC trying to become a correction. He was at Dooley State Prison. That's where he was at Dooley State Prison, bro. Like I said, he was still in his black and whites. Officers in the GDC. Let me tell. Okay, so private prisons when I was at Riverbend, they wore black and white. They wore black and white, but you know they don't have a GDC tag or emblem or something like that on them or a crest. They don't have a GDC crest. They have a GEO crest. So they wear like black and white, but this was a different black and white. They wear like a real shirt with the pockets and all of that type of stuff. So guys, now these dudes like the cadets, when they come in, all they're told to wear is they're wearing black and white. You know what I'm saying? You just go get you some regular black pants, bro, from Walmart or something, some Dickies or something. Get you some. You know you got some black beat up shoes or something at the house. Throw them on, or if you want to look fresh coming into a prison, try to brag and boast to somebody. Get you some new shoes. Well, you're gonna need some boots when you get on the job. So and they wear like any regular t-shirt, bro, any regular white polo. It ain't gotta be no brand name polo shirt or nothing like that. So that's what he was doing, bro, which was kind of smart, bro. But you was an idiot at the same time. Cause this what I say, right? You try to come in, you had this how these folks caught you. They ain't caught you going through no scanner or nothing like that. You got caught through a pat down. Now, if you know what you were going through, you're a cadet. Everything is going to be training. So you have some of these lieutenants, bro. You can't think that you're smarter than everybody else. Everything that you see is happening in the chain gang right now, how people get caught, or even when I was in there, how I get caught. I ain't the first one that came up with certain bright ideas how to do things. No, these officers could tell you, like, hey, bro, I know more hiding spots than you. You know what I'm saying? I'm hip to more things than you. When certain officers come in your room, bro, and they searching your room, you like, your heart start beating fast because you like, man, you getting too close to the spot. What you doing? Yeah, so he got pat down, bro, and that's how they found the packages on him. And like I said, once they found the packages on him, they went outside to his car. So that when they searched his car, they found four more packages on him. So you had all this bulky stuff up on you, bro. You're being greedy, or let me say this, bro, because I seen a lot of mules during my 10 years, bro. I seen a lot of mules, and when I say mules, those are the people who are bringing in contraband behind the walls. Not saying it's green, but I see a lot of mules, bro, don't have a mind of their own. You have a lot of people who are driving the whip. When I say driving the whip, you driving the car, you controlling the plate. You know what I'm saying? You got the playbook. You calling the shots. They don't call the shots right. They'll try to use the mule like a mule. You know what a mule is, right? A mule is basically a workhorse. That's what it is. That's what mules do. Walk up and down with mountains, with loads and all that. That's what a mule is. So some of these guys in chain gang, they treat these people like real live mules, like some workhorse, bro. They load them up. Guys will tell you, I don't heard guys arguing on the phone with me, like, hey man, you gonna bring my shit. You gonna bring all of it. So I don't know if that was the case, but whoever was driving that car, bro, whoever was controlling that whip, they wasn't driving it the right way because you should have never had him with bulky stuff to where when they pat him down, they're gonna find it. And he should have known better than that. He probably went in for the first couple of days and they never did nothing. Use a cadet. What happened? These lieutenants are smart, bro. You could come in one day and they just decide, hey, I want to see how you shake him down. You know what I'm saying? Because guess what? They're going to tell you at some point in time, you might be the officer at the front office. You might be the officer at the front. You might be working the front up here to where you got to search your own offices, or you got to, you know what I'm saying? You got to look at them. You got to watch the scanner all the time. You could be the one bust them. So he basically probably was using an example at the same time. DH, what's up, my guy? Yeah. So, but you have a lot of people, man, and I ain't gonna lie, bro. It's just a crazy situation. You know what I'm saying? You ain't even get the job. You ain't even get a paycheck off the job. 10 years in the feds, and you know what feds is, man. Feds, you want that's damn near 90% of your time, 95% of your time. You know what I'm saying? I don't even think he had a successful drop. And to show you how crazy this is, right? Usually schemes like this, because this is how crazy this is for you to be dropping as a cadet. When you drop, if you come in as a cadet, you don't know where you're going. You don't know where you're going on the prison compound that day. Sometimes the cadets, you might see them. Sometimes two might be over here, two might be in the next building, two might be over there. They usually have about between 8 to 10, or between 8 by 10 cadets at a time. You scared? Bring that pen. I'm telling you, they ain't cut him a deal. Nah, he's an idiot. They made an example out of him. He was stupid. You know what I'm saying? Or he probably was playing hardball. They probably offered him a deal, but he was probably playing hardball. He was probably doing something stupid like that. Yeah, that's real dumb. So for you to be dropping as a cadet, it had to be some form of a intricate scheme. It had to be something that was going on for you to drop somewhere that was kind of universal for somebody to pick it up because you don't know what dorm exactly you're going to be working in. So how you gonna be like, okay, cool, I'm gonna drop it off here. I'm gonna be in this specific area. They could have you outside of the gate at the maintenance office or something, working out there, watching the inmates out there. So he had to be a situation where he come in, and when he come in, let's just say in the bathroom right there, probably he probably just go in the bathroom and you know what I'm saying, dropping in the bathroom and let me not say too much, bro, because I might be giving away too much game. But yeah, pretty much. Tamara, what's up? Pretty much that's probably 9 times out of 10 how it went down, bro. But like I said, it's kind of crazy. And one of the questions you ask, like, what was his intentions? Let me ask y'all this: what y'all think was his intentions when he signed that paper to come and work for the GDC? What y'all think his intentions was? Yeah, what y'all think his intentions was? Because you ain't even make it in your blues, so obviously the job wasn't that important to you. You ain't come to be a correction officer. Yeah, you ain't come to be a correction officer. To be a mule, get that money on. Yeah, that's exactly what it is, bro. That's exactly what it is. He came to be a mule. That's exactly what it is. And usually with people, and then you figure out, okay, cool. And then he got caught with a pistol. Papa Willie on the dirt bike, he got caught with a pistol also. When they went out in the parking lot after they caught him with that stuff, because I done seen plenty officers get caught up like this, bro. And when I'm gonna tell y'all about a situation. Just so hold on, I ain't gonna say too much on here, bro. Cause yeah, he also had a pistol in his car. When they went outside and searched his car, he had a pistol in there, bro. He had a pistol in the car, so you know that's a whole nother series of questions. Was the pistol legal? All these questions, bro. Bro, when you said that, when I said what, when I said what, when I said what, Bean, when I said what, giving away too much game. Y'all know, bro. Y'all know I'm gonna tell y'all what's going on, bro. But I still have a lot of respect for the chain gang. You know what I'm saying? Because them boys gonna be in there, bro. You got some guys that's never coming home, so I can't give away all the juice. You know what I'm saying? Even though sometimes the juice is being given away on the internet, IG and other stuff from guys behind the walls. Behind me, afraid Charles. Yeah, hey man, hey, Green, you no more? Nah, man. Hey, no Al Green. Damn, sheesh, bro. Let me take these off, but my eyes got to adjust. Sheesh. Damn, I'm getting old, bro. Problem with my eyes and everything. What's going on? He said I remind him of Ray Charles. Green in the man, and I'm not even green. Yeah, but like I said, bro, you think about all type of things when that come into play. You think about what was his intentions. Intentions was just to come and be a mule, and a lot of guys in chain gang they could mislead people like that. You know what I'm saying? Guys could mislead people on the outside. You hear guys will talk to females or, hey man, can get you a job down here. Whoop whoop whoop. This what it is. This what they paying. Money sweet. You know what I'm saying? You drop this, you drop that, you make 5 bands a week. You know what I'm saying? They juice these people heads up so good, bro, where they don't even look on the downside. They don't even look at what if they get caught. They just think about, man, I'm finna go get this job. I'm finna be making $5,000 a week. They not thinking about the shit that they got to go through. They ain't gotta think about how nervous they're gonna be sometime. That's fair much. Oh yeah, I mean it's different prices though. When I say 5K, I'm just going off of something if you bring in a substantial amount. But it depends on the amount that you bring in or how much did you agree to drop for that money. You know what I'm saying? So it could be a band, right? It could be a band. Let's just say I give you a band to drop this or drop that. I give you a band to drop 2 pounds of CIs or something. Let's just say that, or 3 pounds. So that might take him 3 days to drop all three of them. But that's just how it worked, man. What's the craziest thing correction officers did? Fighting. I seen two females fighting, bro. Two correctional officers fighting at Smith. Two girls fighting about another girl. So I don't know if y'all remember I talked about this Jamaican chick, bro. When I was on lockdown, she was working, and she used to mess with me, give me like extra food. Like I'll go out there and help her. You know what I'm saying? When I was on lockdown, food, I ain't gonna lie, bro. Bro, hunger used to. I hate thinking about them days, boy. You hear me? They got the had to be nah. It was about another female. It was about another female, and the Jamaican girl that let me know what was going on because she kind of was. You know what I'm saying? She kind of was like that when I used to talk to her when she was a cadet, I found out she was Jamaican. I used to talk to her. Shit, boy, hey, she boy checking in. Hey man, stop I say. Hey man, shout out to the Zoes, man. Yeah, all the Islanders. What's going on, bro? Tell me nice. Yeah, so she used to tell me all type of stuff, bro. And she was a cadet, and I found out that she was Jamaican. Like I used to say little Jamaican stuff to her. So when she started working now, she got her blues and stuff. She kind of act like a tomboy. She gotta give you a tomboy vibes. So I used to just talk to her, kid the bobo with her. Every time she come in the dorm, mind you, she's a cadet. They give her this old. When she came back from cadet, she running the whole dorm. So at first she used to be stiff, bro, talking to dudes crazy in the dorm and everything. I had to pull her over one day. I had to be like, "Yo, listen, I don't know what I'm tell you, your cadet training, but listen, don't talk to them people here like this." You know what I'm saying? I don't want to pick you up off of the floor. So let me just translate what I just said to y'all. I told her when she came, I said, listen, because she was talking greasy to dudes. I said, look, man, don't be talking greasy to these people, man. Some of these guys ain't never going home, and I don't want to be picking you up off the floor. I told her just like that, bro. And she was like, oh, I ain't scared of nobody. And then I had to tell her, I said, like, it's not a matter of you being scared. It's a matter of these people. They crazy. You know what I'm saying? These people are crazy, bro. So what they used to do every time she come in the dorm, or every time she come in, she might come in the dorm going to do her cell check. Mind you, she just came out of the little cadet thing. So she's super green. She trying to do everything by the book. So she might come around and folk be like, "Hey, Jamaica," they be like, "Man, come on, man, come get her, man. Hey, Jamaica, come get your home girl, man. Come on, come get your home girl. She out here going crazy." And I'd be like, man, what she got going on? So, she was so cool, bro. She used to come stop at my room, we'll talk, and then, words start going around that, oh boy, Jamaica got him one, Jamaica got him. Nah, but she was just cool, bro. I was seeing somebody that, from your own place, and she go out and come back in. So she used to tell me a lot about music, like what's popping with music, what's going on in the Jamaican drama scene and all type of stuff. Like me and her could be on the range just laughing and talking like crazy, and everybody be like, "Man, what y'all saying? What y'all this?" So she used to kind of look for me though to save her, bro. And I had to tell her this. I was like, "Look, listen here, bro." I tell her one day, like, this is what I got on. I got on the stripes. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got the blues on like you. You know what I'm saying? I could talk to you, help you out, but it's just certain things. You know what I'm saying? Like when it come to it and I got to pick a side, I'm sorry, but if I hop on your side, I can't live in here. You know what I'm saying? I cannot live in here if I hop on your side. So I got to stick over here where the blues at. And I can't be doing too much talking with you because you know how these guys is in prison. They start pecking. Oh, boy, that nigga Jamaica, what nigga Jamaica got? You got some real haters in there, bro. They see you talking too long. Next thing you know, Jamaica rat. Jamaica chilling, all this old crazy stuff, bro. But she was wild though, bro. I remember one time, right? When I say somebody christened her, right? When I say somebody christened her, somebody she had her first time somebody was punching on her. You know what I'm saying? Somebody was playing with herself. Bro, listen, bro. That girl done called the wrong code and everything, bro. She's supposed to call the code for a B11. She called 10, 10, 10, 10, like it had popped off in the dome. That's what she called. Listen, bro, so many officers came down there. It was a crip dude from New York, too. He had a messy front, too. Damn, what is his name? Damn, what's his name? That's all he used to do, bro. Every time he come in the door, he get locked up for jacking or something. Some more madness like that. This nigga ran in the room, hiding up under the bed. So I did her and the other CO fight. Man, listen, man, just calm down. Calm down. Chill. I didn't say she and the other CO fault. Listen, she was the one that told me about it, what went on. You know what I'm saying? Because they fought over there in F billing, but she was the one that, you know, spilled the tea a little bit. Yeah, just like that. So, anyways, bro, she called the wrong code down there. Them folks came down there deep. I'm talking about lieutenants that you probably ain't seen in a month. You know what I'm saying? Lieutenants that's just working the tier program because you got some officers and some lieutenants, bro. You might see them now. You're not even seeing them till like 6 months later. They got them stuck over there. So they come down there. They're like, "What's going on, 13?" They're like, so she was like, "He in the room right there. He in the room." So they like, who? He hurt? All that. She like, "Nah." So I remember McFarlane came down there too. You know he Jamaican too, bro. So she like, "Nah." He pulled himself out. Nasty, nasty. She kept pointing, nasty, nasty. He pulled himself out playing with himself or whatever. So McFarlane, one of the LT, was like, "Man, that what you call us down here for? We think somebody done got poured out or something. This what you call us down here for?" Buddy up under the bed, curl up in a fetal position. Like, bro, that never seems to amaze me, bro. Dudes will run and hide, bro. You know what I'm saying? Run and hide. They run in the room and hide, bro. And I seen situations like this where dudes run in a room and hide, and officers pick the wrong room and be like, he ran in that room, and the shit always start a problem, bro. Get you free pick. I've been free picked before, bro. I've been free picked by 3, 4 times during my bid, bro. Facts. I ain't had nothing to do with nothing, bro. I just fell a casualty. He was like a little kid in trouble, bro. He up under there in a fetal position. Fuck, like, man, get your nasty ass out of here, man. Roll it up, pack it up, roll it up, hit the door. It's over with, man. Nasty, man. Man, them folks be doing some crazy stuff. But anyways, bro, she was the one that was told me, and that the officer, old girl, and another girl got the fighting over there. But the girl that was getting the fighting on about, she ain't work in the prison. This is some shit on the street. And these females are younger now. So this female now, it was this tall officer, bro. Tall, slim chick. What her name was? Was it Miss Wright? No, I don't think it was Miss Wright. So it was she and this other little, she kind of, I ain't gonna say she bad body though, but she kind of like, you know what I'm saying? She wasn't like the other girl. So this Jamaican chick now, like I told you, she was tomboy. Like she and the tall girl, they be messing around. And she had told me that. Cause at the time I was trying to put words to her. She was married to some dude that was in the army. She was in the army herself. But she was like, she tired of dudes and all that type of stuff. I was like, damn, you and old girl started in the cadet class together, and now y'all y'all bumping y'all down there bumping and rubbing stuff together already. I'm like, boy, y'all don't play. Bro, listen, it's drama just like any workplace drama, bro. It's always drama like that in chain gang. She said, bro. Yeah, bro. They was bumping and grinding, bro. Yeah, they was. Well, who won? Shit, I don't know who won. One of them won. You know how y'all fight be cat fights. It be cat fights. Y'all be having them cat fights. Yeah, but she was real cool. Hey, the little Jamaican girl, the officer, bro. I ain't gonna lie, bro. When we was on lockdown, she worked. We was on lockdown for about like a month and a half one time, the whole dorm, bro. So this what used to happen. Like, they'll serve trays. Like lockdown in prison is the worst thing, bro. Y'all would think that it's easier for them to run a prison while it's locked down. Y'all think that, right? But nah, it's much harder, bro. It's much harder because a lot of stuff inmates can't really do certain stuff because inmates do everything. Inmates practically run the prison. Without inmate, the prison can't run. It just ain't gonna happen. So she used to call me like when trays come, trays will come, right? And this how they used to do us, bro. Like let's say breakfast come at 5 o'clock. Bro, we don't get them trays until 7, 7:30. Don't let it come during shift change, bro. Listen here, bro. You will get some grits and some in them little styrofoam trays. You turn the styrofoam, boy. You got you got a thing of grits like this, like some Jello that you done set in the refrigerator overnight. You know what I'm saying? That's how the potatoes be cold, eggs cold, with some hot chocolate milk. You know what I'm saying? 8:30 sometimes we eating breakfast. Man, sometimes they come on, I be like, man, I don't want that. So sometimes she when she come on shift, if she come on shift, because she used to work day shift, if she come on shift and she see them trays, she was one of the officers, she'll come and get me ASAP. Like, come on, let's go pass out the trays. I'm out there like this. Everybody, hey Jamaica, man, let me get an extra tray, bro. Ah, damn, Jamaica, you don't mess with me. I'm like, hold on, bro. Later on, bro. If there's some extra trays left later on, bro, I got you, bro. You see, lockdown sucks for everyone. Man, I hate lockdown, bro. I absolutely hate lockdown. Lockdown, you gonna be no store, no nothing like that, bro. You can't get no hot water. Like you might be making some noodles, bro, and you making it with lukewarm water, bro. Bro, you have to put your noodles down in a bowl. You might put the noodle wrapper over the top of it to hold whatever little heat that the water got in it. Put the top on it. Man, them noodles might got to sit there for 30, 45 minutes, man. Man, you might put them noodles in your mouth. Sometimes they're cold and soggy. You like, God, hey. But a lot of times I just used to close my mouth. I mean, like, I just eat it, bro, because I know I got to put something on my stomach. Get worried for days. Well, before the days of the tablets, yeah, you're gonna have a lot of families gonna call, check on their loved one, especially because people don't have access to the phones like that. Especially if you just in a dorm where be a lot of phones. Yeah, because they haven't heard for their loved ones. That's usually how it goes, man. If I'm in lockdown or I'm in a hole or something, bro, and my peoples don't hear from me, I call them. They be like, why you ain't call? I'm like, man, listen, here, man, something was going on. Sometimes you might not even want to tell me what's going on. Sometimes I don't even tell them I've been in the hole because if I tell them I've been in the hole, they're like, God, Lee, you in prison? You still doing shit? What is wrong with you? On lockdown, hey man, once a week they might run shower. Otherwise, from that, you know what it is, bird bad, bro. You got to put that blanket up. Say, hey bunkmate, I'm finna take me one of them bird bads, bro. Yeah, bro. I'm finna rope this dorm, this room off. Tie the blanket. I usually have a blanket for that purpose, though. Tie it up, and you do what you do, bro. You got to make best of the situations. Sometimes one time in a week, bro. Running showers. Facts. It's the worst thing, bro. Lockdown is absolutely the worst thing. It depends how long. So usually, like when a war happened, or guys get wounded in a dorm or something like that happen. Usually we'll be on lockdown. They got to investigate. They got to find out what's going on, find out the root of the problem. The first thing they're gonna do when they put you on lockdown, the next day or whatever, they're gonna come. They're gonna review their camera. It's always gonna be some people that don't get locked up. They're gonna come around. They're gonna find you. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna come around. Sometimes they'll miss some of them, but they're gonna come around. They're gonna pick you up, lock who they need to lock up. They start investigating or whatever like that. And every time a warden popped off everywhere I've been before they let us off lockdown, you know what they always do? They always had the big homies or whatever. Let's say the GDs and the Bloods got into it. Before they let every dorm off compound off lockdown, they having the head GD who's supposed to be the head GD over the compound or the head Blood will come in the dorm and be like, hey man, whoop, whoop. Sometimes some people be like, hey man, that's some police shit or whatever like that. But they'll come around and be like, hey bro, whoop, 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 you safe from the let us off, man. Y'all boy just chill or whatever like that. And that's how it goes. Yeah, bro, all the time, bro. Anybody been in Changa and they tell you that they always gonna bring them folks around, so them folks, because they know this shit could spread everywhere, 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 dorm to dorm to dorm to dorm. So it don't have no time limit, man. It just depends on how serious it is. Now, if it's a dorm incident, you might be on lockdown a week or two like that. But if it's a compound incident, like multiple dorms in a compound, oh boy, he won't be there for about over a month. Who you know is the leader? I mean, they know, bro, because it's a lot of informants on compound. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes people within those same gangs are informants. That's one thing y'all got to understand. Don't nothing go on in prison without the administration know what's going on. Administration just stop what they want to stop. Let me just put it like that. Bro, you got known rats that are Bloods, GDs, Crips, Muslims, civilians that live on compound that no nobody mess with. Yeah, known rats, bro. And these organizations and gang know that these guys are rats. That's why the search team and everything could know exactly what's be going on. So this is the search team job. You have the search team and you have people that's on the like the gang. Let's just say like the gang task force. You have a gang. You have two sergeants that's over the gang unit in prison. So sometimes the gang units, those are the ones that come around. They come around every so often. You see them, they'll just pop up in the dorm. They'll come around. They'll be like, "What you is? Let me see your clothes," or all that type of stuff. I got let's just say I got Jamaica and I got a G on my clothes. They'll be like, "Oh yeah, you GD," because a lot of people write up on their clothes and bloody this and bloody that and put all type of symbols and write in red ink. And that's how that they tag you and they validate you. When they say they validate you or they tag you within their gang. So when these people tag you now, let's just say a war happened in the dorm and it's 25 Bloods in here and 25 GDs. When they come, everybody that's blood, they sweeping. They might sweep everybody that's blood because you validated. Now you might have some guys that slide through the crack. You might have guys who might go for a year or two that's validated. But let's just put it like this. Let me just show you an example how they could tag you too. Let's just say you come on compound, you a civilian, you end up turning blood. They see you or whatever like that. They might see you hanging around with the bloods and they be like, "Hey man, come here." They be like, "Hey, you blood?" You be like, "Nah, nah, nah." So why you hanging with the bloods? You be like, "Man, that's my homeboy over there." They'll watch you. And they'll watch you. These guys, they love shaking up so much. Soon as they see one of their homeboy, it could be in front of the search team. They doing all this, you know what I'm saying? All that old piecing up, and they'll be like, "Okay, boom, he blood." Because these search team officers and these gang officers are trained. They know gang signs. They know all of this stuff. They're fine. Yeah, see, we're good to get off lockdown. I'm telling you, that's how it works. That's how it always works. So you have people in the gang unit, and they used to do that all the time with me, man. They'll stop me. "What's on your clothes?" I'd be like, man, listen here. You know what I'm saying? I used to tell Officer Shank that all the time. The same one I did a story about when they put him on the door. I used to tell Shank that all the time, man. "Shank, I ain't nothing." He's like, "Hey, Jamaica, they ain't turned you into a blood yet? Or they ain't turned you into a GD yet?" I'd be like, "Man, I ain't nothing, man. Come on, man. Don't try to tag me because when these people tag you and validate you, bro, that's one of the worst things, bro, because this tag and this validation is also going to follow you to the street. You know what I'm saying? It's going to follow you to the street, bro. And if anything happened, you can get caught up in RICOs and all type of crazy stuff like that, man. So, and then I also seen situation like this where, it's a lot of people in prison, bro, that done went from blood or went from Crip or went from GD to Muslim. A lot of times situations happen where, these folks get into it and they come snatch these people up. They be like, "Man, I ain't a blood no more. I ain't a GD, I ain't a Crip. I'm an Op now." You know what I'm saying? I'm Muslim now. "Hey man, I'm Muslim." Who was my worst roommate? I have to think about that, bro. Can you get on tag? Yes, you can get on tag, but it's a long process. It's like getting in trouble is easy, but getting out of it is the hardest thing. That's how it is to get on tag. What you miss? What's up, my guy? Yeah, so that's usually how they validate you and how they tag you. So they always know, and this is how they like when they tag you, it's on your file. So this is how classification know where to put you and who to put you in a room with, because all of that is on your file. First fight I saw, I ain't gonna lie, bro. I seen a lot of crazy ass fights. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. I seen guys get their jaw broke, jaw swinging. Seen guys get their eye socket broke. Seen guys get beat unconscious, bro. Seen guys get stomped out, get their whole grill kicked out with boot. I done seen it all, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you, man. That's why I didn't mind being a civilian GDC. Exactly, you avoid a lot of problems. That's what I tell people. Curry West, you know what's going on, bro, because sometimes you might not even be involved with nothing, but just because of that tag you got or who you associate yourself with, they gonna come down there. I got a Jamaican homeboy. This is a perfect example, right? This is so perfect example. I got a Jamaican homeboy. His name is Powell. Anybody been a Smith, they know Powell, bro. Powell from Montego Bay. So now you had a lot of Jamaicans down there, Smith. So you had Murder. They call him Red Rum. You know what I'm saying? Everybody know Red Rum, man. G Shine. He blood. You have another Jamaican, they call him Rude Boy, Ruliano. He also G Shine. And then you had another one that was G Shine, Fat Bastard. He was G Shine. All these dudes are off the wall crazy. You know what I'm saying? All of them was on the tier program when I went down there, bro. No, one of them, Ruliano was off. Ruliano was off the tier program. He ended up going. Rome ended up coming off the tier program when I was on compound. So with all these dudes, this is before I got down there now. Power and all these dudes, all of them was in the same dorm together. Mind you, Rum, Bastard, and Ruliano, they all blood, they all G Shine, but they all Jamaican. Power and them, they all Jamaican. So every day they together, cook together, eat together, in the room together, everything. Police doing their rounds, all the niggas in the room smoking together. So you know what they did? They tagged Power. Man, Power is tagged as G Shine, bro. Anything going on with the G Shine, and guess what they tagged him? They got him tagged as a big homie. Bro, they got this man tagged as a big homie, man. Anything happen with the G Shine sometimes, Power be like, man, listen here, man. But people know what it is with him. You know what I'm saying? He's basically G Shine, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you. He's basically G Shine. You know what I'm saying? He a civilian though, but niggas know if you touch him or anything with him, just know that the Bloods, the G Shine gonna ride with him. They always gonna ride with him, bro. Yeah, he was never jumped in a gang or no crazy thing like that. But he's basically G Shine though. Yeah, so it's always a lot of situations like that, man. And sometimes like bro was saying, that's why he ain't mind being a civilian, bro, because you basically get caught up in some situations, man, that you ain't got no business being in, man. I done seen guys just because there was blood. I talked about this the other day on my live. With that boy, what's that boy I did that story about when he was in the shower and that boy Jersey ran in the shower? Scotty. Scotty, bro. I seen Scotty. What it do, my guy? I seen Scotty and Gunplay, blackhead nigga named Gunplay, bro. Scotty and Gunplay, they got like 20 years apiece, bro. About some shit that popped off in the dome. They ain't even do nothing, bro. They ain't even do nothing. You know what happened? The blood niggas that organized in their room. The blood niggas that grouped up in their room. But all these little dudes that was involved in this situation, they was young. You know what I'm saying? Scotty and Gunplay and them, they was a little bit older. So they wasn't putting in no work like this. But the young dudes, the hothead ones, they ready. So they had grouped up and planned in the room. You know what I'm saying? Now this room was assigned to Scotty and Gunplay. After everything and they locked these dudes up after the situation, man, they didn't lock these dudes up yet. They come back and lock them up later on, bro. Booked them. Yeah, that was down there in Glenville in the county jail, bro, getting booked in. 20 years apiece, bro. They caught off of that. 20 years apiece, bro. You know how sick I would be? How sick I would be to myself. I got to go fight a case that I caught in here. They didn't do as wild. I'm telling you, bro, just because them guys ran out the room. And you know what these people, he said what the people did? The people said the camera quality wasn't good, but the camera, it picked up the room though. You know what I'm saying? They ain't gonna read the number on the room, but they could tell what room it is based on the angle where it was coming from. If it's three doors to the end of the wall right here, then this is the fourth room. So you automatically know this is probably room 14. You know what I'm saying? Because it started at 100. Let's just say it started 10 down here. So it's 11, 12, 13. So that's how they did them. They on some stuff like, the room was assigned to y'all for something that you didn't do, bro. It's so much guys get caught up in casualties like that, bro. And, that's one of the stuff that I looked at. I was like, nah, hell no, I'm not trying to be in here doing all that. You know what I'm saying? Getting caught up by somebody else's nonsense. But that's just how it goes, bro. told on the guys who actually did it. No, but the guys who actually did it, they got locked up too, bro. A lot of them got caught while they was doing it. A lot of them got caught while they was doing it. But what they were saying, they came out of their room. You know what I'm saying? They're also blood. Now, you can beat that case now, but you're gonna have to get a lawyer and all of that to beat that case, bro. That's too much to be going through. And most guys they ain't got no lawyer money, bro. Most guys they done gave up. Most guys done gave up hope on their own time that they doing. You think they finna go fight a new case? They ain't even fight the case that they gave them the time down the road. Man, listen here, man. If they told, yeah, if they told on the guys, now they can't tell. You know what I'm saying? Even if they want to, and they be like, they, even if they tell, this how crazy it is. If they tell, they're gonna be a plate. They're gonna be a plate, bro. That's just what it is, bro. They're gonna be a plate. And I seen plenty of situations like this in chain gang, bro, where dude's about to get charged, and you know what I'm saying, the big homie who made the call and all this type of shit, bro. Niggas, you gotta understand, bro. Some guys ain't really built like that. Some guys are scared into the gang. And that's what I tell, like, even my partners, my gang member partners, that's big homies. I tell them all the time. I be like, bro, this one thing I could say. You got some big homies, bro, in these gangs that legitly, you got some big homies. They'll tell you, man, I don't want no man. They be like, man, I don't want none of y'all niggas up under me. I'm not trying to be y'all big homie or nothing. And then you have another big homie over here. He in the middle of the dorm. Hey man, who wanna be blood, man? Who wanna be blood? He's the BS one. He's the one that's going around having his little homies rob the civilians and tell them if they want to get their shit back, they got to turn blood or they got to do this or they got to do that. But you got another solid blood nigga over here. He's like, man, I ain't bringing no nigga home in no chain gang, bro. They was like, man, I ain't with all that. Yeah, GDC gonna be paying out for centuries, bro. GDC is up on a lot of lawsuit right now, bro. Sitting in the lane, my guy, what to do? Yeah, they have to take their own time. But that's just how them situations be, bro. And it's a lot of guys in prison, bro. Like, like I said, they bring these guys into the gang culture. Some of these guys are not even street savvy. Some of these guys ain't even know how to move in the streets. You have a hiccup or something happen and you end up going down the road or something like that. They're not built for this type of situation. If you never seen a person in certain type of situation, don't take them up and talk about this, bro. The man probably told on his original case and you just don't know. So you just take him up and you tell him because he blood or he crip, he's supposed to be automatically solid. Nah. That's why I said a lot of these dudes set these dudes up for failure, bro. Because you find out, boom, he ain't built like that, he ain't solid like that, and then you and your own homies gonna be the one to turn around and wet him up and pour him out. It don't make no sense. The same niggas who jump you in, you know what I'm saying? And that's where I had the biggest problem. If you gotta beat me up for me to join something, yeah, we gonna have a problem, bro. Because once you beat me up, we always gonna have a problem. I ain't gonna lie to you until I get me some straightening. And that's one of the things, bro. Like guys don't be taking into consideration, bro. You see, when you're doing time, it's not just you, bro. You got family, you got loved ones. I ain't gonna lie. Some of them scumbags in there ain't got nobody because they done burn all the bridges that they got on land. They done burn all their bridges in the free world, bro. But for the ones, bro, you got some dudes who was raised in a good home, bro. They just got caught up on certain things, and when they come in the chain gang, how you gonna call home and your parents? You supposed to come home next year. Your mama been waiting 5 years for you to come home next year. You know what I'm saying? What you gonna tell her? Hey, mom, I called 10, 15, 20 years. For what? You know what I'm saying? She gonna be like, what? Somebody was trying to take your booty or something? That's the only way she probably would be like, yeah, I agree, son. You had to do what you had to do. But you gonna tell your mama you called 15 years for another nigga that you don't even know from a can of paint? Man, you crazy, man. Is you crazy? Man, you got to be wild, man. Sound like Louisiana, man. GDC is all the way out of pocket, bro. All the way out of pocket. You know what I'm saying? Most of these gangs that even that they say are structured up, they're running renegade, bro. Everybody's, you know what I'm saying? And let me tell you, it's one of the things I see. And I'm not just talking on gang culture by itself, bro. Yeah, hold on, but if and let me just say this, bro. Like, for the big homies, and not all gang members are bad. You probably all me always hear me say that, but I had a lot of partners that was gang members, bro. A lot of them smart, a lot of them, a lot of them was just doing what they had to do to get by to the chain gang. Now you have some guys like that, bro, and I'm gonna just legitly say that some guys need to join some. Some guys need some type of guidance to bring them through the chain gang. Now it's just the type of person who bring them home, and the type of person who I done seen dudes, became blood and got up on a good big homie. You know what I'm saying? A big homie that don't even play certain shit. A big homie who's a hustler. A big homie who gonna put you on. Some guys will tell some nigga, hey man, I don't want none of y'all nigga around me, man, because y'all ain't got no money, y'all ain't got no potential. Y'all just sit around in the dorm every day and make the dorm hot and cause all type of problems to where, he's probably the blood that been in here a long time, or they think he's the one that's over the dorm. They coming to him. Some of them are the police they self, bro. Anything you know about, and I tell people this all the time, bro. The chain gang got some of the most rats. Some of the most rats in chain gang, bro. Sometimes you see guys ride kites. They ride kites like crazy. Guys ride kites, drop them. Guys will write a note to the CERT team on a medical request form. You know what I'm saying? But they're writing to the CERT team. That's just how it is, bro. Look up. Percent of GDC populations are gang members in 2026. That's a lot. And guess what? That other what's that? 34%. That other 34%. Check the age group on that other 34%. I bet it's probably 50 and up. Check the age group on that 50%, on that 34%. If you could check the age group on that and that 34%, you'll see where that 34% at. That's probably old people, bro. People that are old. Bro, the whole GDC is ganged out right now. 60 days in, man, that ain't nothing. I ain't gonna lie to you. That's a week. 60 days in ain't nothing. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. That's just some county jail shit. I ain't gonna lie to you. Yeah, the other 34% that's not gang banging, they probably 80 years old or something, bro. That's who probably made up that other 34%. I'm telling you how the GDC is, bro. When you walk into a dorm, and I done gave this example plenty of time. You walk into, let's just say Smith, Macon State. Those are usually like 96-man dorm. You walk into a 96-man dorm, this is how usually it go. You might have 20 bloods, and this might range. I done been in one of these 96-man dorm where was 45 bloods in there at one time. You hear me? Imagine being a 96-man dorm with 45 bloods. And y'all know how numbers get in chain gang. When the bloods got numbers, bro, when niggas got numbers, they don't know how to act when they got numbers, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you. Seeing how that slip get dropped, they act in the doc, man. Come on, man. Old people, weirdos, and mental health people. Facts, bro. The ones that you see them have, where guys be playing games, give them strips to fight and do all that type of stuff. Those are the ones. They don't be getting along, bro. They don't be getting along. They act a donkey. They ain't even that. Well, might have 20 bloods, right? You might have 20. You might have 30 GDs. You might have 10 Crips. You might have 12 or 15 Hispanics. You might have another 15 Muslims. You know what I'm saying? That's how the dorm usually break down. And sometimes you're gonna have probably like 10 civilians. You know what I'm saying? I done been in the dorm one time, bro. I was the only civilian in there for like a couple days. So that's how these dorms. So sometimes, bro, you might go to the hole, right? And you might be like, ah, damn, man, where they sending me, man? They send me over there to G1. I'll be like, man, hell no, man. That's GD headquarters, man. It might be 60 GDs in that dorm. Or it might be a blood headquarters, so it's like 45 of them. These ghost faces, Yeah. Oh, AB's that's the white dudes. Yeah. See, Muslim acting like gang members instead of following the Deen. I think with time, bro, some of the real Muslims, like the down to earth Muslims, are the ones who've been down for a long time, the ones that are true to their religion. They're getting out of the system. You know what I'm saying? A lot of them guys who've been in the system for a long time are real. A lot of the solid brothers, bro. You got a lot of young solid brothers, but the older ones, bro, the real Muslims, bro, the ones that you see on the prison movies, the ones that's big like this, who be working out, the ones that let me tell you something, bro. And I seen Sako do this, and Sako the one that got me hip to this. You know what I'm saying? I seen the Bloods trying to oppress a civilian dude in the dorm before, and Sako stood up. He's like, "Oh hell no, man!" He's like, "Hey, hey," and the Muslim, you know what? One of the Muslim dudes was trying to tell him, "Hey, Ox, stay out of that. Ox, that ain't got nothing to do with you." Sako was like, "Hey, hey yo, hey yo, what you mean that ain't got nothing to do with me?" He's like, "Hey yo, I'm Muslim, yo." He's like, "I'm Muslim. Muslims don't go for no type of oppression, bro. Muslims is not supposed to see anybody. It don't matter what religion you is or whatever, bro. They're not supposed to see oppression and let it go by. Muslims are supposed to stand up if you go to them and you feel like you're being oppressed. They're supposed to help you out. Sako broke that down to me, and he broke it down to his Muslim brother in the dorm. Broke it down to all of them. He said, "Ox, y'all don't know what's up, man." He said, "Man, we don't go for oppression. We don't oppress people. We don't let people around you oppress people." And the way how he talked, bro, he broke it down like real. And I heard it some other Muslims while I've been in prison. But you know what changed that? The whole gang culture changed that, bro. Now, if you got 15 Muslims in a dorm and it's 20 Bloods in there and they're robbing somebody, you're not expecting the Muslims to go stand up for them. They can't do that because that starts a lot of problem. Exactly. Should never be tolerated, man. Yeah, facts, bro. I respect Islam too, bro. Man. Anything got principles and morals, bro. Man, Sako, let me tell you something, bro. And I could say this, bro. Sako probably one of the most down to earth person I met. But Sako was one of the most. People ask me who the toughest inmate I met, bro. And I met Sako at a medium security camp. And I could tell you this, bro. If Sako was in a level 5 prison, yeah, listen, bro. I still say Sako would probably the toughest, bro. He's the toughest inmate I ever met, bro. Toughest person I ever met while I was locked up, bro. Real talk, bro. Real talk. Exactly. And I knew this, right? And I knew this. So, but with the whole gang culture, bro, that kind of changes everything. So that kind of pushed the Muslims into a lot of situations. And this the other thing. You have these guys. So I don't want to be wrong, bro. And so this is just my personal opinion, right? It could have done change, but this is what I seen. I could be wrong. And if you're a Muslim, don't take offense to this or whatever like this. While I was locked up, bro, let's just say 2 years before I went, because I seen a drastic change in this. Let's just say 2 years before I got out of GDC, I would say the percentage of ex gang members in the Muslim community, bro, is probably like 35%, bro. And now it's probably way higher, bro. It's probably pushing 50% right now, bro. I hate to say it. When I was in there, I'll give it 35%. I don't know who else is in the chat that been in the GDC. Where's Sir Scoot at? Sir Scoot, you in the chat? Or where bro at? Hey, Sir, there go Sir Scoot right there. Sir Scoot, what you think about that percentage? Or where my other guy at? Currency. Where Curry at? Curry, what you think about that percentage? I'm trying to see if I got it on the head. Yeah, Sako, bro. Facts, man. I tell anybody, and I didn't meet this man in the bro. I could just imagine if Sako was in a level 5. You know what I'm saying, bro? This man, mind you, majority of the people who was around when I met him came from a level 5 prison. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, definitely, bro. Bro, let me tell you something. Sako. even before I met soccer, bro, the county jail, I was never scared or nothing like that, bro. But you know, when you get to prison and the whole gang thing is different from the county jail. Sound about right? Facts. The money, if not more, facts, bro. And these some guys that been behind the wall, so they know what's going on. So they know what's going on. Let's see. Yeah, bro. So these people be knowing what they know exactly what's going on. Burn fire, homie. Go pretty hard. Yeah, Rasta. Man, Rasta was Rasta wasn't from. I probably got to tell this story, bro. Rasta got beat up though, bro. Rasta wasn't no fighter, bro. And let me tell you about Jamaicans. Jamaicans are not really known for fighting, bro. You know what I'm saying? I just kind of learned when I got in the system. You get what I'm saying? Most Jamaicans in the system, bro, are fire, red rum, power, Ruliano, all them boys, Mad Max. Man, them boys pouring shit out, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. I used to have to be calm. I'm like, man, don't. You know what I'm saying? Bro, they ain't with no fighting. I ain't gonna say I'm probably one of the only Jamaican. I ain't run across no other Jamaicans that's just be on the fighting stuff. They not gonna fight you, bro. They not. They not gonna fight you. I'm one of the ones that kind of like when I went in the system and I seen what was going on. I ain't gonna say it ain't nothing for me to, pour somebody out, but bro, I grew up around all that type of stuff. You know what I'm saying? So that wasn't nothing new to me, but I'm like, okay, cool. I see what's going on. Do they tag Muslim? Yeah, you're tagged as Muslim. You're gonna be tagged as Muslim. And I would say that it's for your own safety. You get what I'm saying? It's for your own safety, bro. Anybody that they tag that belong to a certain group is for their own safety. And the reason being why I say that, yeah, Jamaicans be chilling, bro. Facts. Jamaicans always be chilling, bro. Jamaica, I ain't gonna lie, bro. I don't. Some of my homeboys, they be on the BS too, bro. Some of my homeboys be on the BS too. I ain't gonna lie. Yeah, some of my homeboys do be on the BS. I ain't gonna put it past them, bro. You got some of them that be robbing and doing all the crazy shit too, bro. Bastard. Bastard was one of them, bro. Bastard was robbing everything walking. Remember, bottom, I'm over there in E billing, bro. Bastard over there in F billing. He don't rob the plug over there, bro. And this was a big established dude on compound. You know what I'm saying? Big Mo. That's what they call him. Big Mo. Bastard robbed Big Mo, bro. By himself. Man, Rasta Smith though, different. Yeah, man. Yeah, Rasta was no fighter, bro. Rasta was just, I ain't gonna say he was ignorant. He's aggressive. Now the way how Rasta come off, he be ready to fight. He ain't scared to fight or nothing. He gonna go fight. But Rasta ain't no fighter, bro. And I stopped Rasta from a lot of fights, bro. I stopped Rasta from a lot of fights. Yeah, he has heart, bro. He has heart. Yeah, Rasta have a lot of heart, bro. And Rasta, all the little stuff, like the little annoying stuff in prison, let's just say like the cream heads and stuff, they used to get on Rasta nerves. Rasta used to be like, look on this crackhead boy. You come on prison, come turn crackhead. Look on you. Fireman for burn upon you, you come on, look on you. Look on you. I have picnic a yard and you have a woman or something, come on prison, come turn crackhead. Look on you. Hey man, fix up yourself. Hey, listen here, man. Spend time with C. It was off a chat. Man, Rasta don't play, bro. That's one thing that used to piss Rasta off, boy. Them little junkies in the dorm. Rasta ain't going for that, bro. Rasta ain't going for that. And it was another Jamaican, right? Remember the Jamaican I was telling y'all about how I got to fighting when I went to the hole that day? When I was wrong, bro. I should have never swung on Buddy, bro. I should have never swung on him. But he had got me so mad to the point, bro. And I still feel bad to this day, bro. Because when I was in my room strapping up, he came to the room like, hey, Jamaica, I don't want to fight you, man. I was already over the edge. I was like, fuck it. I'm in fight mode already. Ain't no turning back. It's going down. Hey, that's the same story where Mad Max, I'm on, bro. Me and dude wrestling on the floor. He on top of me, but I got my foot on his hips. You know what I'm saying? So I'm pushing my foot. I'm pushing him. I'm pushing up off of me. Bro, the only thing I seen was Mad Max running like this through the middle of the dome like this. Man, I said, yo, let's stop him. Stop him. I'm like, bro, don't wet him. If you wet him, we gonna catch a case. I ain't trying to catch no case, bro. I got like 3 years left, bro. Hey, bro, I ain't trying to catch no case, bro. Don't wet him, bro. I got it. I got it. Just chill. Just chill. Don't do it. Hey, bro, it's some crazy people in chain gang, bro. And you know where that started from? That started from nothing, bro. You know what I'm saying? It was another Jamaican dude. Damn, what was this nigga name, bro? What was his name? Anyways, he had came in the dorm with me in Reedsville, right? Max was upstairs. He'd been in America for a long time, but he was older, bro. They got into it about a bug. There's Russell called All Heart. They christened. And he's like, one of the all-time favorite. Okay, yeah. Yeah, sometimes, bro. What I hate to see though, bro, I hate to see when people have heart, bro. And but you also got to use wisdom too, bro. You also got to be smart. I seen a lot of dudes who had heart, bro, and they just, they crash out. They crash out, bro. They'll crash out. They crash. Hey, Rasta, I ain't gonna lie, bro. Rasta, I ain't gonna say Rasta got me into a lot of stuff, but a lot of situations I had to stop before it got out of hand with Rasta, bro. Because Rasta, he had a fly mouth. Rasta don't care who you is. He ain't finna listen to you or nothing like that. Even the police, he be cussing out. So every time I used to be like, hold on. They be like, hey, Jamaica. Hey, man, come and get this. Come and get Bumble Clot, man. Some people used to call him Bumble Clot. Hey, man, come and get Bumble Clot, man. No brain is different. Ball of wax. Yeah, bro. I seen so much dudes crash out like that, bro. I seen a lot of dudes crash out, bro. I done made stupid decisions, bro. But like I said, by the grace of God, you know what I'm saying, I'm still here. I ain't get flushed out. But I done seen dudes try to buck, bro. Try to buck on 10 people and stuff like that, bro. You got to be smart, bro. Sometimes, and I could sit here and saying this. I sit here and say this, but when I was in there, it was something different with me as far as where guys be like, "Oh, you got to get on the door" and all that old crazy stuff. That's one thing I never played, bro. I'm like, damn, bro, these people locked me up in prison. And to show you how much you trying to oppress me, you trying to put me out of the dormitory. Like, bro, this is prison, bro. This is not the street. You're not kicking me off your block, bro. This place done become home. This is how this place consume people, bro. It consume you. I mean, this is where you at. It's your home for this time being, but don't get to the point where you want to move people all over the place. Now, if you did something wrong, let me make sure I put that in there. If you did something wrong and you deserve to go, yes. But I'm not with you oppressing or feel like you're gonna get some cool points, or you feel like I'm just like the other guy over there who you told to get on the door and he'll just get on the door. Because they'll do that. You have one of them, hey man, get on the door, and some dudes will, they'll get scared. And I can't really blame a guy for that, bro. You know what I'm saying? Because I seen it where guys just left out the dorm and they be good. They go to the hole, come back out, go to another dorm, and they good. And I've seen situations where guys buck and they get flushed out and get hurt real bad. Paying rent, yeah, man. That's that's kind of crazy, bro. Guys will do that, bro. And the only reason why, you find it a lot in level five, even in medium county, even in the county jail, it was going on. But yeah, man, listen, man, I'll be dang, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'll be dang, bro. That's what I said, bro. Paying rent and chain gang, I seen it all the time, bro. It really wasn't rent. Most of the time, they just make it say rent to sound good, but it's just extortion, bro. That's really what it is. It's extortion. It is just extortion. That's what it is. And most guys like that, these guys put themselves in these positions. You know what I'm saying? And when I say these guys put themselves in these positions, these guys are drug abusers. Yeah, you become what you allow. Facts. These guys, most of these guys that you see paying rent, they're drugs abusers. They put themselves in a trap. And let me tell you, and I did stories about this, bro. And these guys were really in a trap. It's just typical chain gang game, bro. Throw it out there. You know what I'm saying? Wait for him to bite. Okay, example, right? You got a white sleeping on the floor when I have a whole bunk. Yeah, because he was a junkie. You know what I'm saying? You was a junkie, you was a strip head, you get high all day and all time. I'll be annoyed with you if I'm in the room. I'll be like, hey man, get out of the room, bro. Go on out there, bro. And you know what he start doing? He just start sleeping out in the day room. Lock in the sock. But guess where that came from? When I say most people put themselves in this position, a lot of these guys, you have these white dudes, you know, they'll come in the dorm sometimes and they're scared and they be addicts. And what they try to do, a lot of them, they'll come and shop with you. They say they come and shop with me. I'm as a civilian, right? They're gonna be like, nah, I ain't gonna shop with Jamaica. Who run the dorm? Who over the dorm? Or you know, niggas be like, who run the dorm? Ain't nobody run nothing. But they be like, oh yeah, he's blood nigga over there because he over all the bloods, or you know, they got numbers or something like that. And you know, he go over there and he be like, hey man, you know, I just came in the dorm and you know, I be doing a little something, man. I don't want nobody to mess with me. You know what I'm saying? I'll be doing a little cream. I'll be, you know what I'm saying? Let me sell me a 50. And this guy in return, this is just regular manipulation. This is just how this is in return. Hey man, ain't nobody gonna mess with you, man. Hey man, make sure you don't shop with nobody else. You belong to me. You only shop with me. And they'll test run him to see how much money he could get. You know what I'm saying? If he get like 200-300 a week, they'll lock him in. You know what I'm saying? Lock him in. If he late 1 week, they double and triple the money up to where you owe $3,000 to where, you know, it comes to the point where some of these guys even give these guys their mama phone number. Like just call my mama. I get my check every month. Some of them get a check. Be like, I get my check every month. She gonna send it. Man, checks going straight to them. Bro, y'all I don't think y'all understand what's going on in GDC, man. That's how a lot of people put themselves in their position. Right? The concept is lame, I know, right? Yeah, bro. Some people, bro, I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. Some people just go for all type of strange things in prison, bro. Certain things I was just not going for, bro. You're not finna. I don't care who you is, bro. Tell me to pay rent. You know what? I'm finna go to another dorm. As a matter of fact, how about I go to the hole if you feel like you finna let me pay? I'll go in the hole and I'll be in there for free. I got a whole room to myself. I ain't got to deal with y'all idiots. My own plumbing. Yeah, facts. Yeah, so you know, a lot of them get caught in the web like that. A lot of them get in the trap like that. So it's not more or less. It's more or less like I said. They put themselves in it, bro. They put themselves in it. If you expose yourself to where, and there's no way you should be spending $500-600 a week in prison, bro. And some are spending way more than that on dope. And this legit what I'm telling you, bro. Some of y'all might not believe, bro, but you got guys who spending thousands of dollars a month on dope. This is just what they do. I know guys in prison, bro. They scam. They scam thousands a month. These folks be striking, and it all go to dope. It all goes to dope, bro. So when guys see that could reel you and put you in a chokehold like this, of course they're gonna put you in a chokehold because you're sweet. You know what a guy tell me, bro, when I went in prison, and this when I was at Smith too, man. He said, hey man, listen here, bro. He would ask me where I came from. I was just talking to him randomly. He pulled up on me. He like, hey bro, what camp you came from? I was like, listen, man, I just came from Riverbend. He's like, boy, this shit here rough down here, boy. This Smith, boy, he rough down here. You gotta be on your P's and Q's. You gotta be with it. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, hell yeah, you know what he told me? He said, man, pussies get F. That what he told me. He just all blank. I hate to say it like that. I hate to say it raw like that, but it's just the basic reality of prison, of the GDC. You know what I'm saying? You won't have oppressors. You always gonna have guys like that because you got to remember we amongst the worst of the worst. Some of these guys are naturally evil, bro. Some of these guys will never change. This is just who they is. They don't want to hear nothing about no change in that. And yeah, facts. Some of these guys don't want to hear nothing. Yeah, don't go to chain gang and stay off the dirt bike, bro. Facts, bro. Facts, cause to be paying rent in chain gang, that is crazy, bro. That is crazy. And you know, you have these guys, they try and they try, and a lot of them, like I said, they copycats. They see their homeboys do it. They might be in another dorm with some bloods who done did some crazy stuff. They come over here try to do it. Much dope, close proximity, the cell. So they're going, bro. All they got to do is step out the cell. That's what's so crazy about it, bro. When I used to be selling that stuff, bro. You legit have dudes, bro. They might come and spend 500 in one night. Don't let you have some straight job like what Buddy got caught with 100%. Man, sometimes sometimes they come around and you gotta juice them up. You know what I'm saying? Juice them up. They come in the room. They like it when they got the shards. They don't like it when it's all crushed up. Some of them. Let me tell you, white boys they like a lot of them like to smoke it. The black dudes they like to snort it. You know what I'm saying? A lot of them think they ain't junkies because they ain't smoking it. It's still a J. I don't care if you smoke it, you snort it. It's still going in you. It's still a J. So the white dudes they like it in rock form. I'm saying they like it in rock form. They call it shards. They be like, man, let me see them shards, man. I be like, man, I got them shards. Look like crystals. You see, like uncut crystals. That's how it look like 3 dimensional. Every time you turn it, it's glistening. You know what I'm saying? They be like, boy, I got them shards, boy. I got them shards for you. You know what I'm saying? Come in the room. Let me show you how them folks so crazy and how easy it is. A lot of times, if they don't want to spend a lot of money, when they come in there, right? I might just get a 7 or something all rocked up. You know what I'm saying? I just put all the shards. I clean the box out like the top shelf, and I just put them down there. They come in, they get excited. Damn. They'll get the next thing you know, you're like, damn, man, what's bro? When they get excited and see all this dope, they start farting and everything. That's on God, bro. I swear, bro. I swear, bro. These folks get excited, bro. The room starts smelling. You're like, hold on, bro. Step outside for a minute, man. You a little bit too excited, man. Calm down. That juice them up, bro. Next thing you know, they like this. Wait, hey, man. They telling all the, hey, Jamaica got the shards, man. Yeah, he ain't got, hey, he got the shards. They coming, they beating the block down. But man, you ain't like a real dope strap on the street. Man, let me got them shards in the dorm, man. They beat my door down the whole night. All races beating the door down. Even the niggas that be smoking and sneaking and geeking, they beating the door down. Yeah, I got the rocks. Hey, man, Sir Scoot know what's going on, man. Yeah, I got the shards on the block, man, for real. Man, them dudes be so funny, bro. They come around and some of them ain't got no teeth, bro. So they, what you got there, buddy? Damn, you got some good stuff right there. Boy, Jamaica got that fire around there. You know what I'm saying? They keep coming back all night, bro. Beating on the door. They might come and spend 200-300, bro. They come back, they be like, damn, man, that's some good stuff, man. He's like, hey, man, hey, let me get another gram, man. And I got you on weekend, man. I got you on weekend. And best believe, bro, you give him that gram, bro, by the doors open in the morning, when they do that morning count, by the time you fly your door like that, buddy out there like this. Hey, buddy, what's up, man? Yeah, man, what's up? You got some more of that stuff? I'll be like, yeah, man. He's like, man, that's some good stuff, man. You think I can get another gram? You like, hell no, nah, man. You already, oh, man, you got to pay me first, man. What's wrong with you, man? Bro, folks be waiting on you, man. They be wanting that call. Nah, shards. They call it shards, right? Like when it's in rock form, they say shards. Or like when you break it up liquidly, like you got them shards. Man, they do what? Man, them folks be partying, man. They be partying, bro. They be up for days. Facts, bro. Facts. I felt real bad, bro. Every money that I made from selling cream, I always lost it some way, somehow. And I talked about this on my channel, bro. Like for those who've been around my life for a long time, I always say this to myself, bro. I hate selling that stuff. It caused me too much problem, bro. It caused me too much problem. It's too much problem for me. That's why I never like selling it. Got me in a lot of fights. You know what I'm saying? People owe you money and all type of stuff like that, bro. So when I got close to getting out, I stopped selling it, bro. It became too much problem. And then, like I said, me personally, I never like. I mean, I was in survival mode. Let me just tell you. Let me just make that clear, bro. I was in survival mode. I wasn't calling home for no money or nothing. I was practically surviving by myself in there. So it was, what I'm saying? I had to get it by any means necessary, pretty much. But I definitely felt bad, bro. I definitely felt bad, but just like they say on the street, bro, if they don't get it from you, listen here, bro. They can just go to the door next door to me and they might get it. So, But like I said though, bro, it definitely made me feel some type of way sometimes, man. But like I said, I was just in survival mode, man. That was a means of survival for me. Yeah, I had to live off the land, bro. I was a hustler, bro. You know, so I could have called home and asked for money, but it was money there, bro. It was money there. It was money there. If y'all would be surprised how much money is floating around in the chain gang. You hear me? Bro, y'all be surprised at how much money be floating around in the chain gang, bro. Believe what I'm telling you. Yeah, millions, bro. Millions. A lot of millions floating around in the chain gang. Yeah, live off the land is correct, bro. Facts. A fight club. We did have fight clubs. We usually have fights, bro. We usually have fights, but it became a point where the officers that was down on us too bad, bro. We had got a new warden down there. He wasn't playing that. At one point in time, I couldn't even train out in the open. I couldn't train out in the open, bro. But we used to have scheduled fights. I don't know if y'all see some videos on IG where guys in the middle of the dome they had their hands wrapped up. That's how we used to do it. But sometimes we used to rope the dome off, like rope a section of it off. Yeah, prize fighting, bro. Guys was betting 300. Man, I used to have guys call from over like, "Hey, bro, man, I got 200 on Jamaica, man." You know what I'm saying? Niggas that don't even know me, like, "Hey, bro, I got my money on Jamaica." He just hear about me. Facts, bro. Yeah, but they was big on that, bro. They was threatening us with tear program if they saw us training, and after a while, it then got smooth, bro. Toledo, yeah, Toledo wasn't playing, bro. Toledo was a heavy hitter, bro. Yeah, Toledo was a heavy hitter. He beat Trigger ass. Facts, bro. But you know what? In prison, I met some good fighters in prison too, bro. Yeah, facts. I made that was in a county jail, but in prison, I made some good fighters in prison, bro. Good boxers in prison. I met a dude named Flip. Let me tell you this, Augusta have most guys who come out of Augusta, they could hit, bro. Facts. Augusta be having some type of boxing programs going on down there. I met a dude named KO. Bro, KO has some hit. KO was knocking shit out, bro. Listen here. When we was in G1, man, KO was knocking shit out, bro. KO wasn't playing. Little skinny black nigga, bro, had hands. Flip was from Augusta. Clark's Flip like that. But Flip kind of like limited himself, bro. He felt like he knew everything. That's where you from, Augusta? Man, facts, bro. Man, real hitters from Augusta, bro. Man, I know some real niggas from Augusta, bro. For real, boy. I that boy named Rock, that boy Rock Solid. Yeah, man. The whole low gang, man. Yeah. KO. You had KO, bro. I got a crazy story, right? Right? Sir Scoot. I don't know if you ever heard about that boy Cardo. That boy Cardo from Augusta. Little light skinned dude, bro. Real player little dude. He was at Smith when I was down there. Nightmare? I don't know who is that. Cardo. Cardo was down there, bro. It was Cardo. It was a dude named Donkey. It was a dude named Donkey. They call him Donkey. And it was another dude that was GD. It was another dude at the GD. Them boys went crazy on the GDs, bro. Yeah, Augusta dudes, they some stand up dudes, man. Yeah, some real stand up guys from Augusta, man. Yeah, them boys be hitting down there. But I came across some good fighters, bro. Real legit good fighters. Rakim. And who see this story today, man? Who see the story today? Rakim. Let's talk about Rakim. I was talking about Rakim the other day on my live too. But Rakim, bro. Rakim was a real drama, bro. Donkey sound like a beast, yeah. They went crazy, bro. They popped on the GDs, right? The GDs have messed around and they try to rob Cardo tonight. Rakim. No, they said Rakim. That's what you want to hear, man. It's Rakim, man. From his story today. But yeah, Mary, what's up? Yeah, yes, she just want to hear Rakim. Yeah, but that's how Rakim was, bro. That man was so much of a liability to the Muslims, bro. I used to hate that, bro. He used to put the Muslims in some position. He was a mental health. He was a level 3 mental health crazy Muslim, bro. That's exactly how he was. This man will try to fight anybody. Rakim was the type of dude, bro. He's one of them dudes that always go to the hole. Like Rakim will come in the dorm, you probably make a bet. Be like, and me and my partners used to do that. Certain dudes come in the dorm, I'll be like, bro, how long you think he gonna last? Be like, shit, bro, a week. I'm like, shit, 2 weeks. Be like, nah, 3 days. And I'm telling you, that's how we used to bet on people, bro. We used to bet on Rakim like that because Rakim was real stupid. You know what I'm saying? Lie because when he talks, spit always flying out his mouth. Hey yo, up, hey yo. He used to love saying that. Hey yo, Jamaica, let's get some of that work. Hey yo, couldn't corrupt. Yeah, facts, bro. But it's crazy though, bro. He was aggressive. He suffered from a lot of mental problems, bro, because he used to do a lot of random stuff like I spoke about in the story today. You get what I'm saying? Guys was getting to watch the program that they be watching. That's how it is in prison, bro. Like most places you go, they're gonna have two TVs. You're gonna have a movie TV and you're gonna have a sports TV. Now, during the week, guys in prison, man, let me tell you something. Guys in there be watching soap opera and everything. You think, man, guys be ready? Walking Dead, all them little shows like that, guys be having signs up. Like, say a person want to watch something they see coming on, Love Island and all that, Temptation Island, man, them guys gonna put it up. Boom, Temptation Island at 8. You know what I'm saying? You know what it is. You gotta respect the sign. Rakim want to watch wrestling. He come there, plug out the TV. The whole dome, like, man, what's wrong with this whole crazy? You know what I'm saying? Everybody be sparing him because they know that he's a little bit crazy, but he always go over the edge. Like you be like, man, hey, I'll just chill. He be like, hey, yo, why you walking away from me, son? You know what I'm saying? Be like, damn, bro, just chill, bro. I ain't trying to deal with that crazy stuff today, bro. And he used to get into it, guys, a lot about that, bro. And I was talking about this the other day, how I spar with Rakim. Yeah, definitely not that serious, bro. Yeah, but that's how Rakim was, bro. I just hate that. And then all gangs always have liabilities, bro. You have some people within them gangs and organizations who are just shit starters, bro. That's just what they do. You have some dudes legitly in chain gang, bro, because they know that they got numbers behind them, and some of them will tell you, "Oh, my bros ain't gonna let me go out bad. My bros ain't gonna let me go out bad." You're like, man, whatever, man. Yeah, but let's hey, you know what's going on, bro. For real. Hey, Sir Scoot. I met a dude named Zoe, right? Zoe from Augusta. Him and his son was down there in the dome with us. Yeah, Zoe used to act like he had them hands. That's who I get this little stuff from. Zoe. Zoe used to walk with a cane. He used to, hey, hey yo, nephew, you think you can fight? He'd be putting up talking about once I get you in this scope, it's over with. Once I get you in this scope, like, man, if you want to sit your old self down, you walking with a cane and everything. Zoe was an angry old dude. Angry as ever, man. They used to be like, Zoe, your son over there, he coming to the dorm soon. But that was his son for real, bro. That's crazy. You know how crazy that is, bro? You and your dad locked up together? That's wild, ain't it? Yeah, I was at Riverbend too. It was two more. It was a dude down there. Him and his son was down there too. Facts, bro. Same prison, bro. When I was at Riverbend, you had a Crip dude down there named Toon. Toon's son came down there. His son was down there. His son ain't stay long though. Cause once they found out that was his son, they shipped him off. But you know what the crazy thing was? He was Crip, bro. But he was shaky, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you. Imagine you get locked up. It's already a sad situation. You get locked up going to the same place where your dad was, and you even by your dad on some funny business. Like, come on, man. Yeah. But Zoe was real cool though. Zoe was one of them dudes like him and Rakim. They always get into it because guess what? Rakim, he used to be on insulin call, and this how Rakim. This why he got in a lot of stuff too. So guys who are normally like do insulin card, like they always go out before regular people eat. So they'll go get their insulin and they'll eat before they start running all the dorms. So Zola and all of them used to go out. So every time Rakim, like Rakim, he might go to the gate and the gate lock. And let's just say the officer right there at the gate. Rakim will be like, hey yo, B. He call her by the B word. Hey yo, come on, open this door. Come on, open this gate. You gotta stand in at this goddamn gate all alone, man. Do your job, man. He wear big clothes. I listen, bro. For a long time, I thought Rakim just had some size. This man be wearing 2, 3 t-shirts, long clothes. He get to walking like this, like he big. I mean, like, look at Ock. Ock swear he big. He like this. Hey, I could just imagine when Rakim was younger, bro. I seen somebody in the comment section. They was like, man, because I was saying if he act like this now, and he got the fundamentals of boxing. He got the fundamentals of boxing, bro. Like the man, like if you see him square up and he start to shoot jabs and shoot punches, like bro, he could, you know what I'm saying? He turn over his punches and everything. He like, damn. So somebody in the comment section of the video, they was like, Rakim probably was a bandit back in the days. And I was thinking about it. I was like, damn, you know what? You're probably right. Based on how he be acting, man, if Rakim had the strength, he'll knock everybody out in the dome, bro. I was like, you know what? You might be on to something there. You might be on to something. For real. Bro, the funniest thing in Chain Gang is when old dudes be cussing. Old dudes be cussing. When you go to medical, when I go to medicals, it's probably some of the funniest times, bro. You sit down in medical, you air all medical in prison is like the barbershop on the street. If y'all could relate. Medical in prison is like the barbershop on the street. You know why I say that? When you in medical, you hear about what's going on in F billing, what's going on in D billing, what's going on in G billing, who got the pack over there, who got the pack over there, who messing with who over there. All the tea. I swear, bro. That's how it is in medical, bro. They be in there talking. I be like, sometimes you be like, hey man, who is right there, bro? What you doing? They just in there talking. Nigga be in the, hey bro, y'all ain't got no CIs over there. Hey man, I heard y'all got all the Al Green over there. Yeah. Just by sitting and chilling, bro. I'm telling you, bro. That's how you hear a lot of stuff. Believe it or not, bro, that's how you hear a lot of stuff about what's going on. You could just be walking around the yard. You know, people are always walking. Walking is therapeutic in prison, bro. You know what I'm saying? You're walking and you just hear people talking or something like that, or you go to medical, or you in the gym or something, and you just hear dudes. Cause dudes don't be conscious. They be telling without even knowing that they telling. You know what I'm saying? They'd be like, hey, nigga could be walking past the window, be like, hey, bro, I heard y'all got it over there, but y'all got everything. Be like, what you talking about? Man, y'all got all the smokes. You look at the officer right there, you be like, come on, man, y'all be doing too much, man. Yeah. Old dudes, when old dudes get to arguing, man, that's one of the funniest things in prison, man. Old dudes, when two old dudes about to fight, listen here, man. When two old dudes about to fight in prison, bro, it's real, real drama, bro. Cause you be like, man, look at these two old dudes, man. They moving in slow motion, but in their mind, it's like they moving fast. They like, what you want to do? What you want to do? Hey, come on, I've been doing this for a long time too. Now you know me. You know me from Alto. You know me from Alto. I ain't no sucker now. I ain't no sucker now. I ain't no sucker. Bro, man, I swear, bro. Sometimes you could just sit back. I swear the dome is always so dramified, bro. Man, I used to always hold my position up on top of the range, even if my room don't be upstairs. Sometimes, bro, I go up there and I be like this. I just watch. I just watch, bro. Sometimes I just be laughing to myself because I be like, bro, this is so crazy. Facts, bro. Yeah, most of them old dudes always know each other from Alto, bro. Yeah, some old, for the most part, a lot of old heads be cool, bro. But you got a lot of old fools too. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, a lot of them. A lot of them be mental health too, man. That's the thing with a lot of them old heads. A lot of them be mental health and chain gang. But you could just imagine, bro, after being in there 20, 25 years, 30 years, shit. Shit, I'd probably be crazy too. Martin Lawrence and them facts. Facts. Just like that, bro. Yeah, shit. I do all that time. I might go crazy. And then they miserable in there. Man, please. Old dudes in chain gang in the dorm, like they feel like it belongs to them. You know what I'm saying? You can't. They sit at a certain table every day. You know what I'm saying? That certain time. Like, let's just say I go to the movie TV. I'll be like, damn, y'all watching a movie over here today? Let me catch a movie or something. And be like, oh, hey, there comes Tap. That's my spot. They be like, that's their spot. I'd be like, how is your spot? What is this? But they'll come, hey man, you sitting in my spot. I'd be like, man, it ain't no blanket right, cause that's how guys usually signify. Like guys will fold their blanket up. Like guys have blankets. Some guys might write their name on the blanket, so they put it on their spot on the bench. You know what I'm saying? Some guys want front row seats. You know what I'm saying? When they getting ready to eat or it's a movie coming in, when they be premiering the movies on FX or something, yeah, they always gonna catch the new movies that's premiering on FX. They gonna sit there with the Bombay, the big old bowl, and all that, assuming position. So let's just say you go up there and sit into my, I'm gonna catch 30 minutes of this movie. And then nigga comes from some man, you sitting in my seat. I'm like, bro, it ain't nothing here. It ain't no blanket. Come on now, Jamaica. I sit here every day. I sit here every day, man. I'm like, man, come on, I'm gone, man. I'm going back in my room, man. Because they stubborn, bro. They stubborn and then they be institutionalized too. They don't need no Bombay. That's what you gotta tell them. Them old heads. Most of the people you see in prison is in there for like a lot of them have kidney problems. And you know where the kidney problems come from? The Bombay, bro. A lot of these people been drinking Bombay for 20, 30 years, and Bombay, coffee, and sugar and all that mess their kidney up, bro. A lot of them will tell you, a lot of old heads will tell you in Chain Gang too. They be like, hey, nephew, stop drinking them Bombays now. Tell you now, nephew, stop drinking them Bombays. They're gonna mess your kidneys up. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna be like me right here. Like, okay. Hard probably too. Yeah, facts, bro. All that sugar, that shit be having your heart like this, bro. And then you got seeing some dudes who be drinking Bombays. You have the pill poppers that be putting all that stuff in there, bro. Benadryls. That was a bro. When I was in a county jail, you got some dudes who be saving up 15, 20 Benadryls, throwing their Bombays like this in their Bombay, pulling out capsules, dumping them. Man, when they drink that Bombay, you see them like this. They jaw lock like crazy. Yeah, Benadryls. Yeah, them folks be popping Benadryls. They put Benadryls in Bombays, man. They like to do that type of stuff. Yeah, I don't drink Bombays with everybody, bro. Cause you got some guys, and then you have the guys who be crushing up a dirt bike in it. That's another thing, bro. These are some real, like, I don't know where they be trying to go to the moon or something. They must be trying to go where Future was talking about. They trying to go to Mars or something. Like, how high are you trying to get? You know what I'm saying? You crushing up the cream, the dirt bike, putting it in the Bombays. Yeah, geek monsters, bro. They smoking it, they snorting it, they drinking it. I'd be like, man, come on, man. You might as well pour it down your ears or something too. Shit. Like, why? That's what I'm saying. They don't know about that. They mix all type of stuff together, man. It's about to cause a chemical reaction in your brain or something. I think that's why a lot of them go crazy. All them chemicals being mixed up. Man, let me ask you a question. Let me tell y'all something, bro. If you ask most guys in chain gang why they do certain things, they can't give you a valid reason. You know what I'm saying? You know why? Because they're just following. They can't tell you why they did this or why you doing it. Are you doing it for you? Nah, they just following somebody. Just like out here, when there's certain trends going on, everybody. That's just how it is in prison, bro. They're real trendy. They be like, "Oh boy, I'm doing this. I'm on two, three different. I'm on designer drugs. I'm on this." Facts. Be your own person. Facts. You gotta be your own person, man. You can't get up every day to me you trying this and trying that. I'm not stupid, bro. If I see the effects that something have on another person, I don't think of myself more powerful or more than anybody else that I'm thinking that I'm gonna overpower this stuff. I'm like, nah, this stuff been putting everybody on top of their head. I'm not gonna try it. No, I'm not gonna try it, bro. I'm gonna let y'all have that, bro. Y'all can keep that, bro. Y'all can keep that. And what I used to hate to see, bro, is good dudes, naturally good dudes, bro, because you have naturally good person who get sucked into this lifestyle. I'm talking about guys who you could tell they had their stuff to get on the street. And once they took that first hit, bro, you could literally see these guys transform over months or over weeks in the dome. Especially when they go to binging on it, when they get the back to back for days and days, you might see them 2 3 days later. You be like, damn, bro, this ain't the same dude I was looking at last. Eyes done sunk in, eyes got black around here, skinny, clothes all crushed up, dingy. You like, damn, bro, what's wrong with you, bro? Like, you know what I'm saying? You done went down the wrong road, ain't it? That's how it is, bro. I seen that with a lot of dudes, bro. A lot of dudes, bro. And then you got, and guess what? You got some dudes, bro. I got some dudes who I knew they was on it, but I couldn't prove it, and nobody couldn't prove it. You had some guys who be sneaking and geeking. A lot of times they get exposed, but you got some of the sneaking geekers, bro. They so good, you will never know because they don't know how to handle themselves on it. Sometimes you could tell by they pupil, they pupils. You know when they get on that stuff, their pupils be dilated, like their eyes be looking wild. Yeah. So it'd be a lot, bro. But it's a lot of good dudes, man, who be getting caught up into that stuff, And it's crazy. It's a lot of guys that I seen that got out, and I just, I see them on the internet. Guys who you've been around. I seen them on the internet. And I'm like, damn, brother, like he got himself together. I hope he ain't still doing that shit. You know what I'm saying? I hope he left that in there. You pick that habit up in prison. I advise you, bro. Anybody pick that habit up in prison, you better leave it wherever you got it. It was a girl that came on my live the other day, and she was talking about her brother. She said her brother came home with the habit, like he went in. I don't think y'all understand this, that, and I say this again. I say 85% of the chain gang is on dope, bro. 85% of the chain gang is on dope. It could be the dirt bike, it could be the strips. You know what I'm saying? Whatever it is, 85% of the chain gang is on dope. And y'all might just think it's white and Hispanic. Nah, it's not just white and Hispanic. Everybody on it, bro. They own it hard. Gas station. I told my mom. She was like, "Sleazy dead." Yeah, you could look, man. You could tell, bro. Some people look like they've been to hell and back. You know what I'm saying? You could look at a lot of guys. There's a lot of guys my age, bro. And I used to use myself. It's a lot of guys my age in prison. And I used to look at myself and look at them like, damn, bro, you look like you twice the age. Sometimes, let me tell you something, bro. Prison's supposed to preserve you. It's not. It's no reason for you to go in prison and come out worse than how you went in. Now, you might lose your hair because of just natural stress. You stressed about doing time. That's natural. You lose your hair. There's nothing wrong about that. But you ain't supposed to come out with craters in your face and your eyes sunk in into the back of your eye socket and all that type of stuff. Nah, bro. And she was on there talking. She was like, her brother came home with the habit. And she was like, her brother, I guess he was ashamed. You know what I'm saying? She was like, don't call me a junkie or nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? But that's what you is, bro. You is a junkie. Like I say, a lot of them used to say in the chain gang, a lot of them who snorted, you know what I'm saying? They'd be like, they ain't no junkie because they don't smoke it. Same thing, bro. The skeleton. Facts, bro. Living live, walking dead. That's what it is, bro. The domes usually be just like Walking Dead. The show with the little zombie. The guys used to be saying that in the dome, man. Y'all done turn this dome into the Walking Dead, man. Real live zombie land in here. Yeah, man, I hate being in dorms like that. Where you have a lot of junkies, it's the worst thing, bro. You might be walking to the water fountain or something. He down there just leaning up on the wall. You'd be like, hey man, get out of the way, man. Man, get out the way. I hate to have to deal with you like that, but it's annoying, bro. You'd be like, man, get out the way, bro. You just there to stupid stuff. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, bro. You see him laying out on the floor all the time, flattering like fish out of water sometimes. Come on, bro. Be doing the post, man. What's up, my guy? Yeah, we in here, man. Yeah, we definitely in here. Facts, bro. That's how they be, bro. Man. Bro, y'all probably I know y'all be seeing the videos and stuff, bro. But y'all got it. Y'all got it. Y'all I love for y'all to see it firsthand, bro. Like firsthand. If somebody could give y'all like a POV of like say a body cam, just a day in the life in the dorm, just walking around like a whole day in the life. Oh bro, y'all be tripping. Y'all be tripping, bro. The twitching, how you can tell, yeah, facts how they be. See the ones on the okay. Let's say the strips and the dirt bike, they have different reactions. The geek and fence. So strips and so strips is a little bit different. Strips is more like a down, and strips they nod off when they get on the strips. They be nodding off and slobbing and curling up on the floor or something like that. I used to hate roommates like that, bro. You go in a room, they high as ever. You be like, man, come on with all that there, man. They have it like 60 days in. Nah, this way different from 60 days in. This ain't a TV show put together. This, you know what I'm saying? 60 days in was real deal too, but this is different, man. this is this is something that you ain't never seen before. Trip out on K2 out here on the street. Yeah, bro, they be tripping out, bro. Like they turn into zombies. See, the dirt bike is a little bit different. You know what I'm saying? The dirt bike is more for upper. They be like, you know what I'm saying? They be up like this. It's the upper, aka the freaky drug. Yeah, it don't even scratch the surface. I ain't gonna lie to you. 60 days in don't even scratch the surface. So guys like the dirt bike now, they be more upper. They be, you know what I'm saying? They get on it, they get freaky, and they get to doing all type of crazy stuff. That's why I don't understand these dudes, bro. I don't understand these dudes. They get on this shit, and this shit is like they get on it, they get freaky. You know what I'm saying? They get to doing all type of strange stuff. They get on it. Some of them don't even remember what they did when they on it. Yeah. So it's more like an upper, and when they get the wigging out, it's also you know what I'm saying boosts the paranoia on like elevator. They go to the moon. Hey, listen here, man. They get man facts, bro. When I say that, right? Okay, I'm gonna just call on bro right here, Sir Scoop, cause he been in the GDC. And where my other guy at? I don't know if he's still in here or Curry. Where Curry at? Curry probably still in here. When them niggas, let me just tell you. Okay, let's just say the pack just dropped in the dorm, right? So it's a lot of this stuff in here. Everybody geeked up. Okay, 96 man dorm. Example again. Best believe 86, 87 people on it. Best believe they on it. And when they get on it, bro, after a while, don't let it be no female working. Oh boy, they gonna be like this behind the doors, squeaking, peeking behind doors in a shower. You know what I'm saying? Hey Jamaica, man, get out of the way, man. All this, he be like, man, these and they just don't be there for no 30 minutes. These niggas will be behind. It's just I talk about my boy Durham, man. Durham from Griffin. Boy, my boy Durham was so messed up. Durham will get on that cream. And okay, so okay, let's say we swing the door this way, right? This is where the door opens. So the part where the hinges be at? That's the part Durham been looking out of because where his room was when you open the door is facing back this way. So he can't hide behind the door. So he gotta look through the crack towards the boot. So I'm walking around working. I'm like, nigga, hell, man. Man, I'm done training there. Them man still behind. I'm like, bro, you gonna kill yourself? I know ain't nothing coming out. Probably ain't nothing coming out but air coming out of it now, man. Chill out, man. They get on that stuff, bro. They get overly freaky, bro. They get to doing all type of crazy stuff. I done seen a lot of dudes went the wrong way on the cream too, man. Geeked up and bricked up. Hey man, y'all tripping me up, man. My man said geeked up and bricked up. Bro, you off the chain, man. Yeah, you off the chain with that one, man. The man said geeked up and bricked up. Ain't no way. Yeah, but a lot of them be like that, man. A lot of them be like that. People used to look down on that trailer park. Oh yeah, that's what I'm telling you. Okay, when I first went in the system, right? That's all that used to be on. Now, when I found out that black dudes was on it like that, that was like a real surprise to me, bro. Because it's mostly like Hispanic and white people that be on it, but it's more blacks doing it than the white and Hispanic and chain gang now. Yeah, Kodak Black, he was a heavy user on it too, bro. Kodak Black is a heavy, bro. Most of y'all artists y'all see in Atlanta, a lot of them artists that y'all see, they own it. Some of your favorites are on it. Some of your favorites who've been a chain gang too are on it. Best believe what I'm telling you, bro. Facts. I'm telling you, bro. Some of these dudes be on 6, 7. Telling you, man. Yeah, Kodak Black be on it. Now, Kodak Black is a real junkie. Yeah, he smoke it. Facts. I heard about him when he was in the feds. He was on the strips and everything in the feds. You know, when I went to immigration, right? When I went to immigration, majority of the Jamaicans that was in immigration, they came from the feds. A lot of people said that was in South Carolina that was locked up with him. They was talking about the Jamaican artist Buju Banton too. He's a Rastafarian. He was back there smoking strips too. So I don't put it past nobody, bro. I done seen Jamaicans. It was a Jamaican at Reedsville, bro. They say he was blood too. He had all type of stuff on his name, funny boy activities, and he was a cream head too. So everybody on it doesn't twitch. Nah, not like that. Nah, I think when they start twitching is when they like their nerves just go all the way out. You know what I'm saying? They probably been on it for a while. They've been abusing it for a while. Because okay, most guys who doing it, they snorting it on the inside. So I think when you smoking it, it got a crazier effect on you. So I think most of these people that you see that be twitching and stuff, they've been on it since they're like 12, 13 years old. They've been smoking it. So it done did numbers on them. So you won't find much twitching with the black guys, but the twitching will come from the white dudes. They do all the twitching. Yeah, some people, yeah, they do all that old crazy stuff. It sounds like they got electrocuted. Facts, bro. Yeah, it's very dangerous and deadly. But in the GDC now, I hate to say it, bro. You got more black people on it than anything. Yeah, you got more black people on that thing than anything, man. It's kind of sad because and I always say this, it ain't and you know where that stem from, bro? That stem from like mental health too. People not being able to cope with the pressure of being locked up. Not a lot of people are being able to cope with that. So, they try to find something to kind of ease their mind and ease their pain, to take their mind away from their current situation. But I always see it like this. I used to smoke the weed like that to take my mind away from the current situation I was in. But every time I came back down, it's back to reality. I'm like, that ain't, you can't escape it, bro. I don't care if you people give you the time, you're gonna have to do it day by day. I don't care how high you want to get. You could, you know what I'm saying? You smoke and fly. You can't fly all that time out. So you think somebody you work with is on it? Yeah, you got a lot of functional people that are on it too. No, it's just behavioral signs. If you trying to get somebody caught up, man. It's just behavioral signs, bro. You have to be around a person a lot to kind of pick it up. But it's a lot of people that could function on it, man. It's a lot of, like I said, it's a lot of guys in Chang'an that use it that, they never wigged out, they never did nothing crazy, but they be on it. They be bumping their nose. So they've been doing functioning, yeah. It's like they call it, yeah, functioning addict. Yeah, alcoholic. Yep, facts. They could function, bro. So you got users and you got abusers. So you got people that are users too that don't abuse it. So they could control it. Yeah. Yeah, but it's the sad reality of what's going on, man. And y'all know half the people behind the walls is mental health anyways. Once you do certain time behind them, they say it's once you do 5 years. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you classify, you get you a check. Yeah, that's because they don't take care of themselves. They're abusers. They're abusers. You got users and you got abusers. Am I already fried, extra crispy? Hey man, good vibes, man. Good vibes. My boy said he fried over there on that broccoli. He fried, slizzard. Hey man, my man said he slizzard over there on that broccoli. Hey man, good vibes, man. That's what it is, man. You say you can't wait to go back to work, or you trying to play detective. My best day in prison. It was probably my last day in prison. I done had a lot of good days, bro. It wasn't all bad. And I tell y'all that all the time, bro. It was never all bad. We done had plenty of days where nothing happened, bro. Plenty of days where nothing ever happened. And you have days where you might have 3, 4 fights in the dorm. You know what I'm saying? Because when the dudes be fighting like that, that's just how it be. Especially in the county jail, bro. When dudes getting fighting in the county jail, and you might just be there looking. You might just be looking what's going on. What's up? You trying to hit too? What's up? You be like, who, me? For what? He'd be like, damn, everybody just in the fever of throwing hands. I'm like, hold on, bro. I used to hate that, bro. Fights don't lie. It was action, yeah. It was action, bro. It was action. The county jail, boy. Listen here, Clinton County Jail was crazy, bro. I remember one time we in the dorm, bro. At breakfast, you couldn't even sit down because you had a time where dudes was free picking dudes, bro. You know them big old thick plastic trays, slapping dudes dead across their head with the trays. Man, when dudes get bored in the county is one of the craziest places too, bro. Because dudes be so bored, you're doing dead time. When you doing dead time, that's worse. Dead time is like you don't know what's going on. You just sitting on the clock. You know what I'm saying? You just sitting. You ain't getting paid. I'm like, damn, man, what's going on, man? I'm saying, what's going on? Not you fighting, but watching. I already know what's going on. Man, dudes, bro. When we used to eat morning time, you put one foot up on your stool like that and one foot on the ground and you eating like this. Some dudes is taking up their trays, bro, and standing up against the wall like this, eating like that. Randomly, dudes eating like this. Man, listen here. Them folks is off the chain in there, man. Facts. You probably be instigating shit. You probably be instigating, you get called out. That's the thing about that, man. Niggas will call out anybody. You might have a little dude call you out. Behind the elevator. Pirate now. I sail to the moon. Man's there off the chain, man. So he going to the moon, man. He already done took off. Y'all can't catch him no more. Man, y'all can't catch him no more, man. Hey, I'm about to get off of here, man. I've been on here 2 hours. I done kicked it with y'all a long time, man. I done kicked it with y'all a long time. But y'all know it's Friday, man. TGIF. Never catch name, retail personality. It's just something I just had. And a lot of people kind of scrutinized me about that. A lot of people was like, oh, that's a stupid name. Why you got a name for this? I didn't really care, bro. I just had that name. I was like, just the vibes. It's just the vibes. It's just what it is. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You live for 4 hours. Oh yeah, them days, them days gone. Fits my personality. Hey, super cool. Yeah, man, that's me, man. Vibe. The haters, facts. Let the haters hate. But I'm about to get off of here though, man. So y'all good peoples be easy. Yeah, it is Friday, so I know a lot of y'all got paid. Make sure y'all don't go out and drink too much. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Get some rest before y'all got to go back on to work on Monday. Big up, big up, big up, big up. I'm out of here, man.